Hello everyone and welcome back to today's video. So today we're doing something Christmassy, something festive, and we are in the ski part of Snowy Escape because we are making a ski log cabin because I thought that'd be a fun way to do something in the snow, something that can be quite festive but not do another house that's just like a festive Christmas house. So we are going to start off trying to plan out what this little cabin is going to be like. It actually gets moved like a bit as I build it up, because it kind of develops as we go along, because I haven't built a proper log cabin, and I was working off a source image, which was one that you could actually buy, which I was just like, okay, if you've got some millions, you can buy this house in real life. And if you live in Switzerland as well, then go ahead once we can all travel again. So the roof for this build was probably the most annoying. I think I got it down all right once I actually extend the other part of the balcony so we have more of an actual outside space. But we have three levels on this build, so we've got like the lower bit underneath the main balcony area, which is supposed to be like under the underground bit, how the place where they used to store all the cattle and that, so that would keep the chalets and stuff warm in the winter because all the heat from the animals would rise up. So that is our basementy area, which is kind of tucked away, and with everything being so snowy up here in Snowy Escape, who'd have thought? My next build where I try and make another snowy house in Snowy Escape land, and it's not snowy at all and it makes me sad. But I had a strange problem with what they called those parts, the bits that connect, the vaulty bits, because it wouldn't change colour. I was just like, okay, Sims, let's find new things that the Sims needs to fix like every time. And then I was sitting there the other day updating my game with all the new skin tones and sliders and stuff like that, and I was like, told me it was going to take like 3 hours, and I was just like, what update takes 3 hours in The Sims? Luckily it didn't actually take that long, because I would have cried and not bothered building anything. But we have it all now. We have some sort of skin tones, and we have some details on the front. It's a modern, there's like the top part is quite modern looking. It's got big glass windows, and you get some good views out of the top part. And then on the bottom, where the cattle I'm gonna call it the cattle part, that has the more traditional windows, actually using the windows and doors from Snowy Escape. I used two that looked exactly the same, so when I was furnishing the bottom part of it, the stone part, I actually got super confused and thought I couldn't build and place items in where I could actually and I was just like, oh no, I could actually do what I wanted to do. But I do fix that in the end, because we've got two doors here and then we've got a set of windows, and they look near enough the same when you put them on the floor when I actually lower the windows. So that was that was a bit of a lull. But we've got the stone on the bottom because it makes it a strong foundation, and it actually had shutters, but we obviously can't have shutters in The Sims, so I used some of the wood texture. First of all, I was going to use this one from the eco lifestyle, but I was like, we're going to use the the beautiful seasons wood so I thought it would match and have it all matching the same. We've got two balconies, one at the top and one at the front, and that's going to be where our master bedrooms are going to be because they have the best views. So inside I kind of wanted it to be a mix of modern and traditional sort of style inside. I have no experience of being in a in a ski lodge, so just going off what I think it would be like, because at first I was gonna go like proper old school, what you see in movies, Christmas movies and stuff like that, but then I thought it'd be quite nice to have some touches of slightly modern stuff. So we got one of the open fireplaces that we got new with Snowy Escape, and thought having some stone texture behind there would be a little bit more appropriate than having wood, because it would burn down. But we got a mix of like old bits of furniture, and then we've got like a new TV stand with these newer sofas and seats and stuff. So it's kind of an eclectic mix, which I kind of think ski lodges or like these types of houses for rent out and stuff are kind of like a mix of some traditional furniture with some non-traditional furniture. So we're going for that vibe. We also have a small TV up here, which I could imagine the Sims in real life would be able to turn so you could watch it. But I also put in a little like TV movie room down below because it was going to be another bathroom, and I was just like, nah. Every bedroom has basically their own bathroom, so we didn't really need another one. And it was so hard not to place loads of plants in this build, because it's like, why would you have plants? They would probably all die off if it was this cold. But we have a few about, and then we have this big staircase as well that goes up onto the second floor, because this is technically the first floor, and that goes up to our bedrooms, and they have the balconies and stuff. And it was also a good area for doing some family things, because I wanted it to be a vacation lot, so you could come have Christmas here with your Sims in Winterfest or Hanukkah or whatever you celebrate. So I thought it was good to have like dartboard, the foosball table, and so there are actually activities that you could do. Also a heater on the other side of the room in case it gets cold, because it's quite a large space, and obviously presents and a tree that you can decorate yourself to whatever one you want. So it was all ready and waiting. There's a few Christmassy bits and pieces together, because it's only about a week today. If you're watching this on the day it goes up, it's only a week today until it is Christmas Eve, and I get excited to stay at home for a whole 2 weeks. Woohoo! Thank you, lockdown. And it is my last day of work tomorrow, which may or may not be working from home. I don't know yet. If it's working from home, literally no work shall be done, because there is no one to check up on whether you are doing any work or not. And half the people seem to have already left for their Christmas holiday, so I was just like, okay, no one's getting any work done. And this is the first build as well that I have, completely off topic, used the ski and snowboard racks, which I thought fit perfectly out the back there. We've got a little entranceway. I actually have two doors on the entranceway. It is a little bit odd, but I think it kind of works having the proper big front door around the back. And then downstairs we have two bedrooms, so we have like a kids sharing bedroom, and then we have another bedroom next to that, and then we have a more traditional setup for a dining room, so you can come in here and have a proper like meal, and then obviously to cater for every type of sim, because we're so diverse, so inclusive. No irony whatsoever. Then we have a proper like a normal Western dining table in the kitchen area. So this room changes a bit. It gets a little bit smaller because I decided to make the other room that is towered as a bathroom at the moment into an actual movie room that you can access on both sides. And this has a door out as well, so you could take the food out and in wherever you wanted. And I thought it was important to have like mats everywhere for when you don't want to traipse in snow and stuff, and using a lot of fluffy stuff as well because it's super warm and cozy. And I think even though there's quite a lot of brown in this build, it doesn't feel like over the top, I don't think, because we try and lighten it up with a few bits and pieces. And then this is our kitchen area, which at the moment I was just like, I'm sure that is a door, those two windows there. So I was like, how do I put a kitchen in? But then actually figure out that those two things are not doors, they are windows, and I don't have to cover them up. So we are using some traditional counters, I think they're the vampire ones, and obviously we've got bins and our recycling bin. I love the recycling bin, it's so sad to say, but I love the recycling bin, just to pretend that the Sims actually do some recycling for once, because we definitely need it. And I think having the kitchen like in the middle of this space is quite fun as well. It's a little bit different as well because we've got the bedrooms coming off it, and it's interesting because I didn't want to put it, and we've also got the stairs coming down which are stone as well, so it's a bit of an odd location for it. And I was just like, oh wait, I have a door there. This is when I realized I'm just like, okay. And I was like, that means we can actually put some stuff there, which actually makes more sense. And we put a table in the middle, so then there's like pretend prep space because you need some sort of space to put some bits and pieces on. So we've got the sink one side, we've got like a little drinks thing, and we've got some bowls, and then we've got the cooker and stuff the other side, and then we've got some little shoe racks about as well, so you can take your shoes off before you go into the house because you don't want to get snow and stuff everywhere. And then we had this nice big open space at the end, so I was like, let's put a nice round table in here and have like a mat because it's obviously cold, like stone flag floor, which is like the same as the outside as well. So some nice wicker chairs and stuff, just a nice breakfast table and stuff like that. So the two bedrooms here, the front one, we have a kids double bedroom, or like a teen, like whoever's sharing or has to share their bedroom is here. They have their own bathroom as well, and so does the other bedroom, and they also have their own door onto the slopes as well, because I thought that'd be quite a fun thing to do. So if you had if you were able to go on holiday with two families like properly, you could have one family of Sims down here, so you could have the parents and then the kids in the other room, and then they could go in and out as they pleased, and then you could have the other family upstairs, or multiple. You could have about 3 Sim families just about in here, I think. And it has some bits of Japanese stuff on the walls. Go for some orangey bed covers as well. I did go for a matching set because I was just like, there was no other dark frame bed in that set, so I was just like, I'll have to go for the same colour. But we also got the bath and stuff in here. The bathrooms are quite nice, and they've got some modern bits, some modern twists here and there, just so we have some mod cons. And then we've got like really old sinks and stuff, and obviously very important to have some rugs and stuff in the bathrooms because it would be so cold. And I tried to use the bed covers that were like the most coziest. So we've got I think they're the Seasons ones that look like big quilted duvets, and actually wanted another colour to like lighten up all the brown for the in-between walls, like the stub walls. So I thought using the wood, like white version of the wood texture that we got from Snowy Escape would be quite nice in the bedrooms, just to lighten everything up and make everything a little bit cozy. Some of the rooms have their own little seats and stuff as well, so if you have got multiple families, they could pretend to have like their own little space, their own little living bit, especially if you were like renting it out. So you could run it as like a B&B or something like that, so each room has their own space. I wish we did have B&Bs in The Sims. That'd be so much fun, and hotels and stuff. And they also have shoes next to the doors as well, because obviously if we're playing as it being actually in Japan and stuff, there's a big thing, so we have that as well. And then upstairs we have the master bedroom, the biggest bedroom anyway, in here, and it has its own ensuite as well. And then the bedroom opposite actually has their bathroom over the corridor, because it also functions as a bedroom, a not bedroom, a bathroom for the downstairs as well, because you wouldn't want to keep going into your own private bathroom all the time, especially if it's like downstairs or whatever. You'd still have to go up or downstairs. But we've got a few of the pole lights in these bedrooms because they're quite dark, which I was quite surprised. We've got like tiny little windows off to the side as well. And then because this is the big master bedroom, we also have its own little private living space up here. So we've got a sofa and some comfy seats so you can look out and watch the view. It's not much of a view because it probably should have been the other way around, so you could watch the ski slopes and stuff, but we've got our own little table. And you could obviously drag those seats out onto the balcony as well. I thought I'd go for like a little bit of a woodland feel in here and put the birch tree decals up on the walls just to make it have some sort of a theme, because we're going for quite dark colours in here. And then the bedroom opposite, we use this in like a bluey feel in here with some black as well. So get a lot more dark and sophisticated up on the top floor. And this one has a balcony as well, but you can't access it. I don't think you can access it from here because the door actually slides. I have to have a look when we turn the camera around and what. Oh, you can access it from here, but the other side of the door is actually a window for the hallway. So this one's got a little bit less space, but it has everything you need. I think there's only a few, like 1 or 2 chairs in here, so you could obviously bring those out onto the balcony as well. But I don't want to put too much clutter in the bedrooms with stuff, so you could actually like take in the views and imagine bringing like your own suitcases and all those types of things. I wish they would have that sort of stuff in The Sims. And then our outdoor area, obviously you've got to have a hot tub because it's it's cold, it's wintry. The only hot tub I have is the free one, so if you've got one from like Perfect Patio or something like that, you can take off the silly roof that they put over the top. So we do have a hot tub, which is good. I never actually play with the hot tub. And then we've got a nice seating area as well, which I wanted some seats that obviously looked as though they could go outdoors but also had like cushions and fluff on them. So these jungle adventure ones did quite well. And then we've got the outdoor heater because obviously it's freezing cold. And we've actually got a family there. They're all in that like snow gear that I made. And then we have some logs down the bottom because obviously we've got to keep the fire going. We've got a Christmas tree out the front as well, just for fun. And we have I think we have a picnic bench with some fur on it downstairs with a barbecue as well. So if it was a little bit warmer, you could go and do some outdoor cooking and stuff like that. And we don't actually put too much stuff outside. I wanted to see what it looked like in the dark, which it looks super cool, especially with the chimney going and everything, because we've got the one from Seasons as well that like fits perfectly. We've got a bike as well, just in case. And I was trying to think of other things that you could put on here. I think I'm going to put some solar panels up the top just to have some eco-ness to the build. But yeah, this build itself actually fits quite nicely on a lot. And then I wanted to have some supports on the roofs because the roofs do stick out quite a lot, and the actual chalets and stuff actually have proper details and bits and pieces. So these wall decals, all these wall details worked very nicely for holding up everything and making it look a little bit more realistic. And this build is also on the gallery as well, so if you did want to download it and pop it into your Snowy Escape world or Winterberg or wherever you have some snow, then feel free, and using these little things just to make the balconies look a little bit more private, which work out quite nicely actually. And then some drain pipes as well that would probably all get clogged up with snow. And I think that's the last few little details. Oh yeah, some pine trees as well. I wanted to pick some trees that actually were still alive when it's in the snow, so I was trying to find some that didn't overpower it. But there is our build. So we'll jump into our screenshots. What a beautiful shot, just of pure white. And we can see some more bits and pieces. We can also see the movie room as well. So this is our entranceway, our living space, and our Christmasness, and downstairs into our kitchen and our more formal dining room, which you can see is a little bit more smaller. Our movie room, so you could have your own like living space at the bottom as well, and our bedrooms. So I hope you enjoyed this build. If you did, feel free to give it a like, and hopefully I will see you in the next one, for one that's just before Christmas. So I'll see you then. Bye.